Welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be taking a look at the 12 best used motorcycles that will outlast new ones. Number 12, Kawasaki Vulcan 900. The Kawasaki Vulcan 900 is highly celebrated by independent motorcycle technicians as an absolute titan of long-term reliability in the pre-owned market. While brand new middleweight cruisers are increasingly moving toward complex ride-by-wire setups, this metric staple relies on a beautifully uncomplicated mechanical infrastructure that simply refuses to degrade over time. Its long wheelbase steel frame handles environmental stresses with complete rattle-free composure, remaining an incredibly durable asset through decades of continuous usage. Powering this rock-solid cruiser platform with an abundance of smooth low-end torque is its 903cc liquid-cooled V-twin engine. Experienced buyers aggressively seek out clean, pre-owned Vulcan 900 units because they feature an overbuilt, Kevlar-reinforced final belt drive system. Mechanics point out that this specific belt setup experiences virtually zero structural stretch and requires minimal tension adjustments over tens of thousands of miles, completely eliminating the constant lubing chores and sprocket wear common to chain-driven models. The highly efficient liquid cooling layout maintains perfectly stable internal operating temperatures, preserving critical head gaskets from thermal stress during grueling midsummer stop-and-go city riding. The Vulcan 900 stands as a timeless, zero-drama investment that values your garage peace of mind, consistently delivering a plush and physically relaxing highway journey season after season. Number 11, Yamaha V-Star 650. The Yamaha V-Star 650 holds a permanent, legendary reputation across mechanical circles as a mid-sized cruiser that is structurally impossible to destroy. Built with heavy material tolerances and classic Japanese quality controls, this platform completely shuns the complex computer modules and fragile digital dashboards that plague modern entry-level models. Technicians frequently note that even after experiencing prolonged user neglect or extended outdoor storage, a basic carburetor cleaning and a fresh battery are usually all it takes to bring this machine back to life. The real-world longevity of a used V-Star 650 is anchored in its incredibly understressed internal engine mechanics, which run a conservative compression ratio that minimizes friction wear on pistons and internal bearings. Power is sent to the rear tire via an overbuilt, maintenance-free shaft final drive system that operates in a permanent oil bath, entirely freeing the owner from messy chain adjustments or sudden link brakes. The traditional steel double cradle frame provides exceptional structural rigidity, ensuring the chassis stays tight and planted at highway velocities. For any smart rider looking to secure an authentic custom bobber footprint, without taking on a single ounce of modern electronic unreliability, it remains an absolute gold standard asset. Number 10, Suzuki TU250X. The Suzuki TU250X is widely worshipped by motorcycle mechanics as a clinical masterpiece of minimalist, zero-fault commuter engineering that easily shames contemporary entry-level options. Suzuki designed this retro-styled street runner with an absolute focus on industrial durability, avoiding unnecessary plumbing, multiple cylinders, or complex rider assistance networks that eventually require expensive shop diagnostics. The physical packaging is an absolute dream for home mechanics, featuring completely exposed spark plugs and accessible fluid channels that make routine maintenance a breeze. Pre-owned buyers swarm the TU250X because its single-cylinder configuration operates at incredibly relaxed parameters, causing minimal physical stress to internal valve trains and main cylinder walls over decades of service. Its highly advanced electronic fuel injection system functions with clockwork precision, delivering instant turnkey starts regardless of freezing winter temperatures or months of storage. The TU250X is a highly satisfying low-overhead time capsule that costs next to nothing to insure and operate, standing proud as the definitive ultimate buy and never look back commuter asset. Number 9, Honda Nighthawk 750. The Honda Nighthawk 750 is universally revered by workshop technicians as one of the most immortal, zero-maintenance standard motorcycles to ever rolling off a Japanese assembly line. The absolute secret weapon behind its legendary status is the inclusion of completely maintenance-free hydraulic valve lash adjusters. This brilliant engineering choice means the engine automatically adjusts its own valve clearances using engine oil pressure, completely eliminating the expensive, tedious valve adjustment services that plague almost every other bike on the road. Long-term owners consistently point out that a used Nighthawk 750 functions with a clinical efficiency that easily matches or outlasts contemporary standard roadsters. Its traditional steel cradle frame utilizes thick material tolerances that resist environmental corrosion beautifully, while the elegantly simple electrical wiring loom is completely devoid of problematic digital screens or fragile ECU modules. Overall, the Nighthawk 750 stands as an absolute monument to Honda's golden era of indestructible engineering, ensuring your transportation investment remains a permanent garage asset that refuses to wear out. Number 8. Harley-Davidson Electra Glide. The Harley-Davidson Electra Glide, specifically when sourced with the legendary Evolution or early twin-cam powertrains, is deeply loved by long-distance touring purists who want a heavy-duty highway machine built for absolute survival. Unlike modern touring rigs that are heavily weighed down by invasive computer networks and delicate liquid cooling lines, these classic used baggers are built like agricultural machinery. The thick, heavy-gauge steel frame and massive front forks act as a structural shield against highway crosswinds, providing an unshakable footprint. Managing this iconic Grand Touring scale with a visceral mechanical rumble is its massive 1340cc Evolution V-twin engine. Independent mechanics highly endorse a properly maintained, pre-owned Electra Glide because its air-cooled design skips fragile water pumps and radiator assemblies completely, removing the risk of sudden roadside meltdowns. The physical bodywork utilizes heavy metal panels and high-density rubber mounts that isolate critical components from high-frequency vibration wear over high-mileage tenures. With spacious, heavy-duty fiberglass hard saddlebags and a highly comfortable riding triangle that protects your lower back, it turns cross-country travel into a deeply relaxing escape. The Electra Glide represents an exceptionally mature, highly rebuildable American legend that is built to clear the odometer multiple times with basic care. Number 7. Suzuki Boulevard C50. The Suzuki Boulevard C50 is a permanent favorite among used bike shoppers because it delivers the full-scale, presence, and floating ride quality of a premium heavyweight cruiser with flawless Japanese reliability. Suzuki has spent decades refining this specific cruiser layout, meaning every single manufacturing imperfection or structural weak link was systematically ironed out of factory production lines long ago. The absolute standout feature for independent technicians is the fully enclosed shaft final drive system, which completely isolates internal drive gears from road grit and moisture. The chassis is built like a commercial transport vehicle, utilizing heavy-gauge steel fenders, a robust cradle frame, and thick, high-density rubber mounts that isolate physical chassis components from mechanical fatigue as the miles stack up. Mechanics love working on the C50 because its internal configuration is completely logical, letting you handle standard valve checks and spark plug replacements comfortably at home with basic hand tools. The Boulevard C50 stands as a highly rational touring icon that isolates the rider completely from unexpected breakdown anxieties, offering a rock-solid cruiser designed to clear the 100,000-mile mark without a hint of drama. Number 6. Honda Shadow 750. The Honda Shadow 750 serves as the absolute undisputed king of bulletproof cruiser longevity across the entire pre-owned power sports network. Built with massive architectural clearances and highly conservative internal engine tolerances, this machine refuses to push itself to dangerous mechanical limits, preserving seals and main gaskets perfectly for decades. Technicians frequently point out that even after sitting neglected in dark garages for multiple years, a basic battery swap and fresh fuel are all it takes to wake this cruiser back up. The final drive setup, which utilizes an overbuilt, low-maintenance shaft or heavy-duty chain variants, handles power transfers in total silence while completely removing the risk of sudden mechanical snaps. The physical construction favors heavy-gauge steel framing over cheap, brittle plastic moldings, ensuring the bike retains its tight, rattle-free composure through decades of severe weather exposure. Every single touchpoint operates with a clockwork metal-on-metal precision that eliminates component degradation entirely, keeping the platform permanently out of local service bays for anything other than standard fluid changes. The Shadow 750 remains an absolute monument to Japanese engineering simplicity, offering a lifetime of trouble-free transportation that you can confidently pass down to the next generation without a single financial regret. Number 5. Royal Enfield Bullet 500. The Royal Enfield Bullet 500 holds a legendary, unshakable position as an absolute mechanical fortress, offering an uncompromised simplicity that contemporary riders deeply appreciate. Featuring the iconic unit construction engine with single-cylinder architecture, this machine completely skips complex multi-valve heads, liquid cooling plumbing, and fragile electronic rider modes. The heavy steel bodywork, solid metal fenders, and robust hand-painted fuel tank provide an elite level of tactile substance that modern plastic-wrapped bikes simply fail to match on any level. Workshop technicians consistently celebrate a clean-used Bullet 500 because it represents an honest piece of vintage-style engineering that is incredibly easy to maintain at home using standard hand tools. Its understressed motor operates at a highly relaxed low-compression pace, which keeps physical wear on internal bearings and cylinder walls to an absolute minimum over decades of service. The upright standard riding posture drops your shoulders naturally and keeps all pressure off your lower spine, turning everyday country cruising into a relaxing escape. The Bullet 500 functions as a loyal, deeply characterful lifetime asset that shuns short-lived digital trends, ensuring your riding season stays active and completely worry-free year after year. Number 4. Honda Goldwing. The Honda Goldwing is universally revered by professional mechanics as the absolute apex of two-wheeled engineering longevity, with used models routinely clearing 250,000 miles without showing a single hint of mechanical fatigue. Built to premium automotive-grade manufacturing standards, its massive flat-six platform operates with a glassy precision that completely isolates internal clearances from destructive micro-vibrations. Technicians view a pre-owned Goldwing not as a mere motorcycle, but as an indestructible transcontinental land yacht. The structural frame is a massive aluminum masterpiece, paired with an advanced suspension setup that removes physical stress from the steering head bearings completely. Mechanics point out that the fully enclosed shaft drive system operates in a constant oil bath, eliminating wear points entirely and offering a totally maintenance-free final drive profile over decades of travel. An electrically adjustable windscreen shapes the clean airstream to block helmet buffeting entirely, forming a peaceful, climate-controlled pocket that completely eliminates rider fatigue over 600-mile days. The Goldwing represents a total triumph of Japanese manufacturing capability, offering long-distance travelers an unshakable fortress of luxury that simply refuses to wear out. Number 3. Triumph Bonneville T100. The Triumph Bonneville T100 earns a top-tier recommendation from independent mechanics who view it as the absolute perfection of the modern classic formula. Triumph has engineered this high-torque machine to provide world-class mechanical longevity, utilizing a highly advanced liquid cooling system cleverly disguised within a vintage air-cooled silhouette. Technicians highly praise this design because it maintains perfectly stable internal temperatures, protecting the gaskets, seals, and internal clearances from the severe thermal degradation that often ruins classic bikes. Delivering this immediate, heart-pounding acceleration with silky electronic precision is its legendary 900cc high-torque parallel-twin engine. The fit and finish of a used T100 are legendary, utilizing premium brushed aluminum casing covers, heavy-duty fasteners, and a robust steel cradle frame built to handle a lifetime of hard riding. Mechanics love the integration of its safety features like traction control and ABS modules, which are rooted with pristine electronic insulation that isolates wires from weather damage and friction shorts. The neutral, upright chassis distribution means the suspension and brake components wear out evenly and predictably over long touring tenures. The Bonneville T100 is an exceptionally mature motorcycle designed for the enthusiast who demands a permanent legend that will never go out of style or leave you stranded on the roadside. Number 2. Suzuki SV650. The Suzuki SV650 is an absolute legend in motorcycle workshops worldwide, universally praised by professional technicians as an indestructible tank of a naked bike. The cornerstone of its perpetual longevity is its perfect 90-degree V-twin architectural layout, which naturally cancels out harsh primary engine vibrations without needing a heavy, failure-prone counterbalancer shaft. This perfect mechanical balance minimizes structural fatigue across the entire steel trellis frame, preserving electrical connections, body mounts, and frame welds through decades of continuous usage. Technicians hold immense respect for the SV650 because its internal components are famously overbuilt, featuring robust connecting rods and deep oiling channels that keep critical areas perfectly lubricated under extreme thermal loads. The minimalist chassis is remarkably resilient, showing an unshakable resistance to environmental flexing and frame, where that leaves more delicate aluminum sport bikes looking fragile over time. With an elegantly simple electrical network completely devoid of invasive, overcomplicated digital rider aids, there are fewer sensors to malfunction or throw error codes down the road. The SV650 is an honest, straightforward machine that rewards basic maintenance with a lifetime of flawless operation. Number 1. Honda CB750. The Honda CB750 claims the absolute definitive top spot as the ultimate immortal used motorcycle that will comfortably outlast almost anything sitting on a contemporary showroom floor. Universally recognized as the world's very first superbike, this legendary platform introduced an unmatched standard of Japanese manufacturing precision that permanently altered the motorcycling landscape. The overbuilt steel frame, massive aluminum engine casings, and heavy-duty mechanical controls are built with thick material tolerances that shrug off decades of road abuse and outdoor storage beautifully. Pre-owned enthusiasts and professional restoration experts worship the CB750 because its mechanical architecture functions with a flawless clockwork simplicity that completely bypasses fragile computer chips, digital menus, or problematic sensor modules. It delivers a beautifully balanced, upright standard riding posture that drops your shoulders naturally, ensuring every weekend cruise is met with absolute physical comfort and total mechanical peace of mind. Investing in a clean used CB750 doesn't just secure a legendary piece of motorcycling history, it guarantees a bulletproof, high-performance asset that will keep rolling reliably through the decades long after modern digital bikes have been retired to scrap yards. And with this, we have reached the end of this video. Make sure to like it and subscribe the channel for future upcoming videos.